I remember it perfectly. Every morning, for years, I'd crack 2 eggs into a pan, thinking it was the best choice for my health. Eggs have always been seen as the perfect protein source, or so they said. Then a simple checkup changed everything. My doctor asked me if I was really getting enough protein to keep my muscles strong. I smiled and told him about my daily egg habit. His reaction? A headshake that said more than 1,000 words. That chat made me see things differently. Those eggs I relied on? They offer about 13 grams of protein per 100 grams. Not bad, of course, but they're not the champion I thought they were. There are other foods that have 4 or 5 times more. The really surprising thing? Many people over 60 don't know about these other options. If you don't get enough protein, your muscles get weaker, you walk less steadily, and you're more likely to fall. Today, I'm going to show you 10 foods that beat eggs when it comes to protein. We'll count them down from number 10 to number 1, with one food that researchers are studying to help people who've had a stroke get their muscles back. Everything is based on scientific studies. Before we start, tell us in the comments where you're watching from and how you're feeling lately. We read every message and love talking with you all. Let's jump right in. The 10th food might already be in your fridge, but maybe you don't know its muscle-building power. At number 10, we have Greek yogurt. The fat-free strained version is a real surprise. Even though it's known to be good for you, few older adults know how much protein fat-free strained Greek yogurt contains. With 10.3 grams of protein per 100 grams, it far surpasses the 6.3 grams in a hard-boiled egg. Almost double the protein, with no added fat. What makes Greek yogurt special? It's the process. It's filtered 3 times, removing almost all the whey and lactose. The result is a thick, creamy yogurt, rich in protein and easy to digest. A 2020 study published in Nutrients found something interesting. Older adults who ate at least 20 grams of protein from dairy products daily kept 25% more muscle mass in 12 weeks, especially if they walked regularly. It's a real defense against muscle loss due to age. Greek yogurt easily fits into your daily diet. Even those with mild lactose intolerance often handle it well. Choose plain, fat-free versions, and avoid the fruit ones that are full of sugar. You can add flax seeds, berries, use it in smoothies, in sauces, or as a base for dressings. Get ready, because the next food is a real protein powerhouse that you might have forgotten in your pantry. At number 9 are cooked chickpeas, 11.2 grams of protein per 100 grams, beating eggs for muscle support. But chickpeas also offer a lot of fiber, which helps digestion, balances blood sugar, and reduces inflammation, all important for your muscles. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows that people who swap animal protein for legumes have up to 26% less muscle loss. The reason? Less inflammation and a healthier gut, thanks to legumes. Chickpeas are also rich in magnesium, which is key for muscles. Without enough magnesium, muscles get tired easily. To absorb it better, soak chickpeas before cooking them. This makes them softer and easier to digest. You can make hummus, roast them, or add them to soups and curries. The next food is even smaller but very powerful. Let's discover this often overlooked protein source together. At number 8 is cooked quinoa, 14 grams of complete protein per 100 grams. Unlike other plants, quinoa has all 9 essential amino acids, which are helpful for rebuilding and strengthening muscles. Quinoa is rich in lysine, which is important for muscle repair, calcium absorption, and making collagen. A 2022 study showed that older adults who ate quinoa every day increased their leg strength by 9% in 8 weeks, compared to those who only ate rice. To make it even better, soak it before cooking and use broth to add minerals. Add turmeric and black pepper for anti-inflammatory benefits. Quinoa is great in bowls, savory breakfasts, or stir-fried with veggies. 3/4 cup a day can improve muscle recovery and energy, but you need to be consistent. Now let's look at a protein source loved by athletes, but not often used by older adults. At number 7 are pumpkin seeds. With 19 grams of protein per 100 grams, they have almost double the protein of eggs. But their true value goes beyond protein. They're rich in magnesium, iron, and zinc, minerals often lacking after age 60. Magnesium helps with muscle contraction and prevents cramps. Iron brings oxygen to muscles, and zinc helps with muscle rebuilding and recovery. Without these minerals, even a protein-rich diet might not be enough. One study showed that eating pumpkin seeds every day reduces muscle inflammation by up to 38% in 12 weeks. It's not just maintenance, it's a real help against inflammation that harms muscles. For the most benefit, choose raw, unsalted seeds. Add them to yogurt, smoothies, or turn them into seed butter. The next food is common in gyms, but it can also be a valuable ally for older adults. At number 6 is tempeh, 20 grams of protein per 100 grams, much more than eggs. The difference with tempeh isn't just in the amount, but also in how it's made. Unlike tofu, tempeh is made from whole fermented soybeans, a process that changes everything. Fermentation makes it easier to digest and unlocks nutrients that protect muscles from aging. Tempeh contains all essential amino acids, which are helpful for rebuilding and keeping muscles strong. It's rich in leucine, the amino acid that boosts muscle growth, which is key after age 60. Another often ignored benefit: gut health, thanks to the probiotics from fermentation. These bacteria help digestion and improve protein absorption. A study showed that those with a healthy gut microbiome keep more lean muscle mass, even with similar diets. Tempeh doesn't just feed your muscles, it also helps your gut use nutrients better. Slice it and pan-fry it with tamari or apple cider vinegar for a rich flavor without heavy sugars or fats. Crumble it into stir-fries, sandwiches, or on salads. Its texture makes it a great meat substitute. Now we're entering a new category of protein that's changing nutrition after age 60. At number 5 is spirulina, 29 grams of protein per 100 grams, almost triple that of eggs. Up to 85% of spirulina's protein is easily absorbed, more than many animal proteins. Spirulina offers all essential amino acids, including a lot of leucine, which boosts muscle rebuilding. But spirulina does more. It fights inflammation, a silent enemy of muscles in older adults. Chronic inflammation slows down repair and speeds up muscle mass loss. Spirulina contains phycocyanin, which in one study reduced C-reactive protein by 32%, a key sign of inflammation. It also increases nitric oxide, improving blood flow and muscle healing. You don't need to use much to get benefits. Add a teaspoon to smoothies or warm oatmeal after cooking. You can also mix it into energy balls with dates, seeds, and nut butter. A teaspoon a day, consistently, improves strength, energy, and recovery in just a few weeks. If this video is helpful, like it, and subscribe so you don't miss our next tips. At number 4 are hemp seeds, about 35 grams of protein per 100 grams. Unlike many plant sources, hemp offers all essential amino acids in the right amounts. This is very rare. Not even quinoa has such a complete amino acid profile. After age 60, the body absorbs protein less easily, so quality matters. A 2021 review showed that those who included complete plant proteins like hemp had more muscle, recovered better, and got less tired. Hemp seeds are also rich in omega-3, omega-6, and GLA, which are good for joints and the heart. GLA helps joints, reduces inflammation, improves your mind, and protects your heart. They're easy to use. Eat them raw, even just a teaspoon makes a difference. Add them to veggies, oatmeal, or smoothies. They're soft, have a mild flavor, and are easy to digest, perfect for those with sensitive stomachs. Don't cook them at high temperatures or they'll lose their benefits. Now we're getting close to a protein that can rebuild strength at the cell level. Yet almost no one over 60 eats it. At number 3 is seitan, also known as wheat meat. Seitan is made from wheat gluten and offers a good 39 grams of protein per 100 grams. It has the same protein as meat, but without the saturated fats or digestive problems typical of animal products. Seitan is easy to digest, perfect for those who have trouble with heavy meals. During production, starch and fiber are removed, leaving only concentrated protein. This helps those with slower digestive systems get the nutrients they need. A 2022 study showed that those who eat seitan keep more lean muscle mass compared to those on a mixed diet. Seitan is filling and functional, low in fat and carbs, great for those who need to manage diabetes, cholesterol, or weight. It gives you energy without raising blood sugar or adding unnecessary calories. In the kitchen, it's versatile. Its texture makes it more meat-like than tofu or tempeh. Slice it for stir-fries, grill it, or roast it with your favorite marinades. Serve it with vitamin C-rich vegetables to better absorb the plant-based iron. If that surprised you, wait until you discover the next food. Aged for over a year, it melts in your mouth and helps you absorb protein better than meat. At number 2 is Parmesan, 42 grams of protein per 100 grams, more than eggs and meat. The real strength of Parmesan isn't just the amount of protein, but how easily it's absorbed. After 36 months of aging, the proteins are already partly broken down into free amino acids. This makes it much easier to digest, which is key as you get older. A 2019 study showed that older adults absorb amino acids from Parmesan almost 30% better than from meat. So you get more benefits with less digestive effort. Parmesan is rich in leucine, which kicks off muscle protein making and protects your muscles. Just 30 grams of Parmesan is enough to reach the leucine level needed to prevent sarcopenia. For the best effect, add grated Parmesan to warm dishes like vegetables, omelets, or whole grains. A little warmth brings out the flavor and makes you want to eat without needing large amounts. Finally, the number one food isn't found in the dairy or meat sections. It's rich, dense, and full of protein that your muscles crave. Yet almost no one over 60 eats it. At number one is dried fish powder, made by drying lean fish like cod. Once the water is removed, what's left is almost all protein, 63 grams per 100 grams, almost double that of eggs, more than chicken and many supplements. Yet it's not well known or used, especially among older adults. The proteins in fish powder are absorbed quickly, so your muscles can use them right away. A 2020 study followed older adults who took cod powder every day without changing their exercises. They gained 19% more lean muscle mass in just 10 weeks. No pills or gym, just high-quality protein. It's rich in essential amino acids, especially leucine, which boosts muscle growth. Many older adults don't get enough leucine from their normal meals. Just 25 grams of fish powder is enough to reach the necessary leucine level. You can easily add it to soups, stews, vegetables, or savory oatmeal. It keeps well, doesn't require chewing, and is great for those who have trouble swallowing. Choose versions without added salt, flavors, or preservatives. It's not just food. It's a real help to regain strength when keeping muscles becomes tough. Now you know there are protein sources much more powerful than eggs. From chickpeas to fish powder, these foods make a difference. They help rebuild strength, improve recovery, and keep you independent. Even small changes can have a big impact. Which one will you try first? Write it in the comments, and you might inspire someone else. If the video was helpful, like it, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next ones. If you want to support the channel, click the thanks icon and buy us a coffee. Every bit of help allows us to keep making videos for your health. Staying strong after 60 isn't about luck.